pristine mind as come from the Dzogchen tradition about the Dzogchen tradition from the Tibetan. There's some called term kadak. A kadak means pristine from beginning, and therefore this term comes from the Dzogchen, pristine mind. And I think the teachings Dress talk about is how human mind is innately pristine and fundamentally comfortable, but most human beings don't know, therefore we are suffer, we have fear and anxiety. All these things come because we don't know that our mind is innately pristine. And therefore, this pristine mind is, where innately mind is pristine, flawless, and also without distortions. And then how we really know about this, people think, my mind is not pristine, my mind is complicated, difficult, have anxieties. I don't feel a pristine mind. How we know that our mind is pristine? Until you meditate, you don't know your mind is pristine, because there's so much clouds, mental events, obscure your pristine mind. And the only way you experience pristine mind is sit down and you're relaxed and then meditate. There's 4 lines in Guru Rinpoche Padmasambhava's taught how to access pristine mind. This is don't follow past, don't anticipate in future, remain in present moment, leave your mind alone. This is an introduction. How do we experience pristine mind? When you meditate, the mental events, the thoughts, emotions, the agitation mind slows down. When thoughts, emotions, agitation mind slows down, and then you experience pristine mind. As long as there's clouds in the sky, you don't know, you don't see the blue sky. When clouds are disappear, vanish, then you see the blue sky. Similarly, as long as our mind is occupied many mental events, thoughts, emotions, and habits, belief systems, we don't experience, we don't realize our mind is pristine. When thoughts, emotions, through meditation, when thoughts, emotions dissipate, and then we experience our pristine mind and during the meditation. And I think therefore the pristine mind is key to happiness. When you have pristine mind, you will be happy without condition. Also, pristine mind is, you have pristine mind, you live fully and also dying with fearlessly. Therefore, the number one transformation your mind, your life is having pristine mind is number one priority. And there's so many benefits, this, practice pristine mind. It's every human being possess their mind is pristine, but they need to know that, Of course, you have mind, and every human being has, ordinary mind, full of thoughts, emotions, and pristine mind, pure pristine state. It's like 2 conditions. Same mind, one is become, distorted, the other is pristine. Like you have one cup, the cup is dirty and cup is clean, but the same cup. Similarly, you have the mind become distorted or mind is pristine. And therefore, we already know our mind, distorted mind, confusion mind, a complicated mind. But also, in order to achieve ultimate happiness and also living fully, we need to know our pristine mind. It's number one. There's most number one thing you can say this world big benefit is the pristine mind is number one. But external conditions is second. If your mind is distorted, we chasing external conditions. Only just the conditional things just temporary. Only we experience temporary, momentary happiness. But once we experience pristine mind, we found happiness within. I think finding happiness within is called unconditional happiness. And unconditional happiness is not depend on any conditions external. It comes within. Let's say your mind is, through meditation, your mind is become more and more pristine. The more your mind is become pristine, there's a sense of well-being. And there's, without a condition, this sense of well-being does not come from external condition. There's happiness, joy, but it's not come from external condition. It comes within that. There's contentment. There's calm, clear state mind. All these things without condition and comes naturally with pristine mind. And I think that's how we call unconditional happiness. And then if you have pristine mind, you have unconditional happiness, and hand in hand. And therefore, and once you have unconditional happiness, and you have all conditional happiness become more vividly you experience. And therefore, the problem world these days, we always chasing happiness. Our happiness is mainly conditional. The problem is all conditional things disappear, then we'll feel our happiness is gone. And therefore, we feel lonely and we see devastated. But the real here transformation is once you find in happiness within you through meditation or through pristine mind, and then every external conditions arises also happiness, because your mind is such beautiful container for happiness. Because if your mind is polluted, distorted, and then you don't enjoy much as external conditions like forms you see, sounds you listen, you like music, or you enjoy the going somewhere, or connections. You don't much enjoy it because your mind is not a good container of happiness. And therefore, most time people are not enjoy the world because their mind is distorted and also polluted and contaminated. And then once you completely clean up your distortions, and then I think you enjoy the happiness, more enjoy the world much better than before. I think that's also, you find in happiness within you, you find in happiness everywhere. And therefore, I think that really are the why we say pristine mind is very important. And then the other question is why this meditation is different than other meditation. Generally, there's two different kind of meditations. One is meditation with an object. Like meditation with the object means you focus on object like breath, or maybe sound, or maybe the sensations, or like object like flower or letter, or anything external condition, or you focus called meditation based with the object. Like mindfulness, shamatha meditation, all these things are like based with object meditation. They are based with object. Objectless meditation. Objectless meditation means there's no focus in the object. No sound, no breath, no sensations, no images. Completely objectless meditation. What is that? Is the pristine mind meditations category. There's Dzogchen Mahamudra. There's these main meditations are like objectless meditation. Therefore, this is objectless meditation. Usually, traditionally, you go first practice object meditation and then move to objectless meditation. That's traditionally done. Therefore, and then pristine mind meditation is Guru Rinpoche Pammasambhava says the main meditation is leave your mind alone. Means without condition. Just mind stay with natural condition, not focus any objects. And that really are, if you do that, and then your pristine mind, your ordinary mind, thoughts, emotions fade away, pristine mind come to surface. And that experience, then remaining pristine mind, that is called pristine mind meditation. Therefore, this is belongs categories objectless meditation. I think that's really more important. I think most people this world know object-based meditation, but many people are not familiar objectless meditation. And then I was working maybe 6 years, and there's a book, I wrote, through many years researching this book, and then it's called Our Pristine Mind, Practical Guide into Unconditional Happiness. And I researched many years, and also I do my own meditation practice. And then almost 6-7 years, and finally come into the book. And then this book talk about is the someone start just beginner to up to enlightenment. Everything address this book, and therefore, and they talk about details guiding meditation of pristine mind. Therefore, today I don't want to address here because when a book comes, I think everybody know. I think then is people can see. But here today I want to talk about a little bit about pristine mind. What is pristine mind? And I think this book is talk about first is we are innately pristine. Why we lost pristine mind, and the pristine mind lost connection. Pristine mind is the source suffering, anxiety, ego, mental events. We all talk about the first part, and second part is how to reconnect the pristine mind. How to realize the pristine mind. And a third part is how to journey deep into pristine mind. And then with meditation. And then fourth is there's a companion to pristine mind is good heart. And there's fifth part is awakening, fully awakening pristine mind. Talk about how someone pristine mind practitioner can 4 stages to attain enlightenment. Everything's described in this book, and I think very profound, and also I think anybody can read English, can read this book, understand some degree, and that's really are the pristine mind. And I hope many people experience pristine mind, finding unconditional happiness. That's the reason I just working this book. And then, pristine mind meditation, there's a guiding, but when book comes, I'm just waiting. I'm not addressing today here. But I like to do the calm body meditation or mindfulness meditation. I like, people guide in a few minutes. And I think that when you meditate, its number one quality is, and make sure your physical body is comfortable, and then silent your speech, and open your eye, looking down nose like this, and also directly, which is comfortable. You need to do that. That's physical posture. Then the most important one is mind. Relax your mind, and relax your mind. Be natural, and then focus your awareness with the sensation of the breath. There are many techniques. You can use breath, flower, or sound, but this time we want to use breath. Therefore, you can focus your mind with breath, inhaling and exhaling, that sensation. Focus that. Just focus that. You don't need to focus anything. Just focus that. And if your mind is continually on that cessation, exhaling, inhaling, if you do that, and then what happens is internally, the thoughts, emotions, agitations slowly melt down, dissipate. The more thoughts, emotions dissipate, melt down, the more you gain tranquility mind and more stability mind. Therefore, the meditation's goal is gain tranquility, more stability, and you experience some degree tranquility the more you remain in present moment with the breath. And you do continually focus that, and that sensation, and the exhale, inhale that, and you lost your mind somewhere, sound, or like somewhere any sensations came, or and then come back the same state, remaining there. And then you lost again, come back, just stay with, very simple, stay with that breath. That's it. There's no many techniques, and that's it. And then naturally, the only one thing, good thing here should happen is the mental events, thoughts, emotions slowly subside, and that's what you need to do. And because the more we thinking, the more we are distracted, the more mind is become distorted, mind is become turbulent. Therefore, turbulent mind come from because we are so much thinking distractions. Now we are only just thinking one thing. That only thing is breath. That gave most 90% thoughts, emotions are dissipated because we don't think in many things. And the dissipation thoughts, emotions are very important. And then you some degree tranquility and calmness, stability. And you do today that 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and tomorrow you do that 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Over time, your mind has become naturally tranquil. just focus that awareness of the that breathing, and then you slowly you gain ability to stay present moment here, and maybe 10 minutes you gain ability. And the goal of meditation is gain ability 10 minutes stay present. You gain 10 minutes gain ability stay present moment, breath, and eventually you gain 20 minutes. Eventually you gain 30 minutes. Then slowly your mind is become naturally tranquil, clear, calm, not just during the meditation, under any circumstances. And that really are the source happiness. And that's really are the source of the good connections. That's really that stability mind is very important. The more you remain in present moment breath, the more you become mind is calm, clear away toxic state mind, and you are naturally joy, happiness, everything's right naturally. Therefore, you do meditation, other meditations, enlightenment for happiness. The number one quality is gain stability mind is very important. I think therefore this meditation can do that. Thank you very much.